I decided to make a video of my like fangirl weekend like 2 weekends ago. One Direction were in New York City, so I went all out. So Thursday was when their wristbands for one of their CD signings was. So I get to the city, I left my house at like 5:30 in the morning, got into the city around 7:30. My first ever subway ride, managed that, and got to J&R, which is by the World Trade Center, and waited for like 2 hours. No, more than that. But it was really weird because people behind me in line, their other daughter goes to the college I went to, so I'm like, small world. But ended up getting my wristband, but then I was getting some for a friend who couldn't come, so I just got back in the line and did it all over again. And then the girl I was with, she had to leave to go to class, so she's like, find someone to take my spot. So I found this girl who just walked out, and but she was wearing this bright blue sweater, so like all the people who worked there were like, weren't you just in here? She's like, So whoever you are, girl in the bright blue sweater, thank you for helping me out. And so she bought that one for my friend. Then Friday, they were doing the show at Radio City, so didn't have tickets, but I decided to stalk out stage door. So got there, and there was already like a ton of people there, and I was like, ugh. But I filmed them coming in, and then I go to watch the movie, and I never pressed record, and I was so mad. And then the guy yelled at everyone to leave, so I went over a couple blocks and decided to see Nick Jonas coming in to How to Succeed in Business. But it was like before the show, and there was already a ton of people there. I'm like, oh, homeboy still got it. But I actually need to go in and see the show because I've been wanting to, and I want a picture with Nick Jonas. Like, it's been since 2005 since I've been stalking him. Not stalking, but you know. And I have yet to get a picture with Nick Jonas. I've met him, but I'm one of those like pics or didn't happen, so I need a picture with Nick. So he came in, was super awkward as usual, dead behind the eyes, but he's so beautiful. So went and saw Nick, and then he went in to go get ready for the show. So I was like, oh, I'll go back to Radio City. And we're lining up, and they put us behind barricades, and I get this like good spot behind the barricades, and all the girls there are like pretty normal, like they're like, don't scream because you know it freaks everyone out. This whole herd of young girls comes screaming down the street singing What Makes You Beautiful, really off key. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, like that's so annoying. Like, I get you're excited, but that's so annoying to me, and apparently to a lot of other people. And so the other girls I'm with, I wasn't really with, but they were like near me, they like scream at these little girls. And so little girls kind of go over by like the car because we're like barricaded. And the annoying girls are like, guys, don't fangirl, okay? No screaming. And this guy comes out and he has a British accent and they go fucking nuts. I'm like, didn't you just say not to scream? And then I was like, I'm fucking too old for this. But then One Direction came out. I put a video up on YouTube already. And but all these girls are like, oh my god, they're gonna come up to me and we're gonna have a conversation. I'm like, no, you must be new here. Like, with anyone, they rarely stop. You know, they come out and get in the car because it's just too crazy now, you know? So they left, and then I went home, and then Saturday was no stalking. Sorry, my camera stopped recording, I didn't know, so that's why I'm in a different outfit, but I'm gonna continue the story. So that brings us to Sunday. So I wake up again at like the crack of dawn, and it was daylight savings time, so I lost an hour of sleep anyways. And I go to Palisades Mall in Nyack, and I came like 2-3 hours early, and I was like 2-3 hours early on Thursday, and I was like the 30th person in line, so I was like, oh, I should be good. I was like the 1050th person in line at the mall, and I was like, ugh. But apparently people got there at like 4 p.m. the day before. Like, that's insane, like, really? And everyone ended up getting a wristband anyways, so that was kind of like a waste of time for those people. And I had the most annoying girl behind me who had no idea what personal space meant. So I just wanted to get out of there, but got that wristband, went home, took like a really quick nap, and then got ready and went to the city for the Today Show. When they first announced they were gonna be on the Today Show, I saw this thing for the fan pass, and I like didn't think I would get it, but I registered for it, ended up getting it. And it was funny because like this other girl was like, oh, I wish I got that. I wrote like a whole essay in that thing. I just put, I want tickets, and I got it. So And then I saw someone on Twitter wanted to come, so I was like, oh, you could just come with me. So her and her sister came out from LA, but then we found out that only one person, like I can only bring one person in. So, but her sister found someone in line when we were waiting. But when I got there, people had been lining up since like Friday, which is nuts. But I get in like the third pen of people, and I was like, oh my God, this is a lot of people. And I'm like, what do I do with this fan pass? So I find someone who works there, and he's like, oh, you can get in this line over here. And there was like 7 people in this line. I was like, thank God. And I lucked out. Like everyone near us in line was like really cool. I now have like so many new friends. I had like the best time. If you're gonna sleep overnight in New York City on the streets, you know, these are the people to be with. We had so much fun talking about everything, and we ordered pizza. Gotta say, sleeping on New York City street is not one of my favorite things in the world. And it was so cold. Like, this whole month has been pretty warm in New York, New Jersey, but this night it was freezing. Thank God I brought a blanket, but I mean, everyone was sharing it. Someone was wearing it and brought it in the store, so I was like, I have nothing. So I was going in the store. There was a deli across the street that was open, but I survived sleeping on a New York City street. I'm gonna put in some pictures right now. And yeah, by like 5 a.m. they started lining us up, and the stage was, you know, it was a stage that had the catwalk, and it was supposed to be VIPs, fan pass, general admission. They let all the VIPs in, and they filled up the whole front area. We were so livid. Like, what's the point of getting there the day before, and what's the point of having a fan pass if we're not going to get in where we were supposed to? So we were so mad. But oh, there's another thing. They gave us a little fan pass. But it ended up being useless because we were like the middle of the back. Like, we were so mad. A lot of the other girls, you know, like pushed through, but I was like, I found like the barricade side. I was like, I'm just gonna stay here. Like, it's not worth getting pushed around. But I gave one of the other girls my mom's camera, so she got like right up on the catwalk. She got really good videos that I gotta figure out how to put up because they're in a different format. But yeah, the usual. I got in a fight with some moms, you know, the usual. But Al Roker did the weather like right in front of me, so I'm behind him like this. And my parents called, and I'm like, oh, they probably saw me on TV, but they were like, we haven't seen you in like 24 hours, where are you? So they had no idea. But so today's show was amazing. Got pretty close. It was awesome. They sounded really good live. Saw them do sound check, saw them, you know, perform. It was really cool. So then after that, we ended up going to McDonald's and sleeping for a couple hours. It was quite an experience. And then we went to a Starbucks and sat around there for a while. And then there was the signing at J&R. And the J&R was like across the street from like a park, and it was wrapped around the park. And we were like, oh my God, I hope they get to everyone. Like, we were kind of nervous, but we ended up like, they were gonna get to everyone, but we were like definitely towards the end. But there's a really cool, nice mom behind us, and she recorded, because you're not allowed to bring your camera up, even though I've seen like the past 2 signings the girls have, and I'm so pissed because I would have loved to brought my camera up, but I had some mom record it, but she was so small and getting knocked around by other moms, so the whole thing is just like, but she was really nice for trying. But I get to Niall, and he's like, Irish, and I basically died because he acknowledged me. But yeah, I got the, what's it called, the deluxe version signed. Then we decided to go stalk out the hotel because we're already in the city for over 24 hours, why not? So we're waiting by the front door, and Liam and Harry walk out, and there's only like 5 of us there, and they walk out, and Liam's like, hi, and then they get in the car, and we're like, oh, like, but I'm like, wait, none of us asked them to stop, so it wasn't like they like blew us off. Like, we were all just like really fucking awkward, and I have a video of that I'll put up. But we were all like, oh, we should have asked them, like, hindsight. It was pretty funny. So then we were waiting some more, and Whitney Cummings from the show Whitney comes out. So I had no idea, but this other kid was like, oh my God, like, he was freaking out. And but once I knew who it was, I was like, oh, I know who that is. So we took a picture with her. Then Niall comes out and like walks right by us, and again, none of us said anything. And so we could have had our chance, but they walked by, and then we're waiting there forever, and I'm like, I'm gonna go take a walk. I'm walking back, and the 2 seconds that I was gone, Liam comes back and takes a group picture with everyone. I was so pissed, because like, that would happen to me. Like, I hate my life. I was so mad. So my day will come. Then the next day they had their signing at the mall, and this time, like the whole other weekend I was with the other girls, you know. This time, like, no one came with me, so I was like that creepy older chick alone at a One Direction signing. But the girls in front of me, they were 13 and 11. They were so cute. They were so excited. Like, this girl was like hyperventilating, like crying the whole deal. I'm like, you're gonna be fine. They were so cute, and their parents were like the nicest parents ever. So if you're watching this, you guys are the nicest parents ever. The mom bought me a soda. The dad, I was like, all right, I need like a big guy to like record this for me. So the dad recorded it for me. So nice. Thank you guys, wherever you are. So got up, met One Direction again, got all my high fives because you can't hug them. So I was like, any touch would do. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then that mall, like, there was like, I don't know, it was all open, so you can go to another balcony and kind of like watch, which is good, because in JNR, like, you did it and they made you leave. But this, I went up to like the 3rd floor, because it was like, the 2nd floor was packed, so I went to the 3rd floor and recorded from there. So I got, yeah, this signed, and when you go to the things, you get a poster. So I think I'm gonna make like a little collage or wall or something with all my stuff. Trying to think if that's all it, but I think it is all of that. That was my fangirl weekend. I survived sleeping on New York City street, being a hobo. It was all worth it though, because I had a lot of fun, met great people, and it was a good experience. So that was my fangirl experience. Okay, I'm in Port Authority. It's like 10:45, and shit gets weird after 9 p.m. here, because all the crazies are out, and I'm alone. Like, so it's really scary. I'm waiting for my bus, which doesn't come till like 11:15 if it's on time, and it probably won't be. How many parents, like, don't bring your parents. Like, you're not gonna get kidnapped. There's a bunch of other girls around you. Don't bring your parents. So annoying. They just take up space. So that's gonna like haunt me forever.